Welcome, and thank you for watching this presentation on the Levene School of Business. Before I get started, I would like to acknowledge that the University of Regina is located on Treaty 4 and Treaty 6 territories. This is a traditional territory of the Cree, Saulteaux, Nakota, Lakota, and Dakota peoples, and is the homeland of the Métis people. This is something that has been a crucial part of our history and is even more important for our future. My name is Michael McKinley, and I'm a student recruiter at the Levene School of Business. I completed my undergraduate business degree at the University of Regina, and 8 years later, I decided to go back to school and obtain my MBA. Looking back, it feels like yesterday, and I am truly excited to tell you about our business programs. I hope this presentation will answer your questions about our programs, but if there is something you are unsure about, please contact me at michael.mckinley@uregina.ca. I am also available to meet with you via Zoom video chat. The Levene Graduate School of Business challenges you to think strategically. We put theory into practice using live business cases. By linking research, theory, practice, inquiry, and imagination, Levene develops ethical and visionary leaders. Our school is named after Dr. Kenneth Levene, a former businessman and philanthropist. Dr. Levene has generously donated to our faculty and is a great supporter of our school. The Levene School of Business offers 4 graduate business programs to international students. These programs include the Levene Master of Business Administration, the Master of Human Resource Management, Master of Administration and Leadership, and Master of Science in Organizational Studies. Levene also offers an EMBA and a variety of other master certificate programs, but these programs are not open to international students. The EMBA and master certificates do not qualify as full-time programs and therefore do not meet Citizenship and Immigration Canada regulations. The Levene MBA can be completed in 2 years when taken full-time. Foundational courses are also required for those who do not have an undergraduate degree in business. These 6 courses are considered half courses. To meet the requirements of your study permit, you must have full-time status. Full-time status requires taking at least 2 courses in the fall semester, 2 courses in the winter semester, and at least 1 course during the spring and summer semester. Sometimes students will want to take more than 2 courses a semester, but I do not recommend this at the start of your program as you may overload yourself. After your first semester or 2, you will have a better idea of the demands of your courses, and you can then increase your course load accordingly. To give you an idea, each regular course has about 3 hours of in-class time per week. On top of that, you should expect to spend an additional 3 to 6 hours per week per course on preparation, homework, and studying. Levene is proud to have a partnership with the Harvard Business School. Levene MBA students can complete 3 courses through Harvard Business School online, earning credits toward their Levene MBA, as well as earning an HBS course certificate. To be admitted to the Levene MBA, we require at least 4 years of post-secondary education and at least 2 years of work experience. A GMAT or GRE score of at least 500 is also required. We have 3 program intakes throughout the year, and these deadlines are strongly recommended. These deadlines ensure enough time to process applications, as well as enough time for the visa application process. The Master of Human Resource Management program has 2 program options. One is a course option, and the second is a project option. The project option has a research component in which you will complete an independent research project with a faculty supervisor as part of your program. If you're not sure which route you would like to take, don't worry. It is possible to begin in one route and transfer to the other route should you change your mind. The Master of Administration and Leadership program has a similar format to the MHRM program, as you can choose a course route or a project route. The project route, again, includes a research project. Admission criteria for the MHRM and M-Admin and Leadership are similar except in work experience required. For the MHRM, human resource management experience is required. We are also proud to have a partnership with the Canadian Association of Management Consultants. Levene students in any program can earn credit towards the educational components of the CMC designation. Our Master of Science in Organizational Studies is our most research-heavy program. This program will be of interest to those who wish to pursue a PhD, and this slide features the proposed program structure. Students wishing to pursue a Master of Science in Organizational Studies must have a faculty member who has agreed to supervise their research prior to applying for the program. To do this, please go to the Levene website and find the list of faculty. You can look at each instructor's area of interest, and when you find an instructor who has a similar area of interest, you can contact the instructor directly with a research proposal. The academic requirements for this program are a little more rigorous as they require an 80% GPA Canadian equivalent and a higher GMAT or GRE score than for our other programs. At Levene, we invest in our students by offering a variety of student supports. Many of these services are offered at no charge. We want you to be successful, and so please do not be afraid to ever reach out should you need some assistance. The co-op route is available for all 4 programs offered to our international students. Co-op work terms are in addition to the 10 required courses, and while you are on a co-op work term, you are considered a full-time student, and you are therefore meeting the requirements of your study visa. If you are accepted into a degree program, you can consult with your advisor regarding application to the program, to the co-op program. You do not and you cannot apply for co-op when submitting your application for admission. Once you begin your classes, you can then apply to co-op, and this is usually addressed in your welcome orientation on how to do this. For additional information, you can check out the co-op business graduate page, and I'll show you how to do this. If you just give me one moment to reset my screen here. So you can simply visit our website, so uregina.ca, and then if you were to type in the search box at the top here, co-op business grad, that's the easiest way to find it. And you can simply select the first link that comes up. And then on the left sidebar, you will see graduate student, and then Master of Business Administration co-op. And you can read through the information there. So I'll just go back to our slides here in just a moment. Okay. So next we have tuition and fee information. So as an international student, you will pay the same fees as domestic students, plus an additional international student surcharge of $1,191.75 per semester registered. For scholarships, there are entrance scholarships available for up to 10 MBA students who meet the above criteria. The university also offers other scholarships that are open to international students, and I will show you how to look up this information here. So okay, so first if we go to, again, just to the uregina.ca homepage, and then in the left sidebar, if you click on graduate students, and then top menu, you'll see current students. Click on that there. And then the left sidebar, you'll see scholarships, and you can simply click on gap here, and you'll continue as a guest here. And then you'll get a listing of different awards. And one thing to know about this page is that you can select the different categories and filter out results. So that might help you in your search. So I recommend playing around with that and just, and hopefully you can find something that will meet your requirements. So to go back to the presentation. Okay, so at the time of the creation of this video, which is in February 2021, the Canadian government is allowing international students to travel to Canada, but there are strict quarantine rules and costs. I always tell students to, I recommend students to check out our URegina homepage. So again, I'm going to go back to our website here, and if you are to click on, just go down to the left sidebar and to international students, you'll see a link here for COVID-19 important information for international students. And this is a good page to check and frequently check because things are changing quickly. And you can scroll through the information there. But if you have any questions, just scroll down to the bottom of the page here and you'll see a contact us link. And you can speak with one of our UR international staff who should be able to help answer any questions that you may have. In addition, I would also recommend Googling Government of Canada COVID international students, just using that term for the latest information. I know things are changing rapidly, and I just think it's best to also double check the Canadian government's website for any changes, and to frequently check both of these pages for any changes, even up until the day that you leave. So to get back to our presentation here, go back there. So housing. The U of R has a variety of affordable accommodations available, and you can simply visit uregina.ca/housing. There are different price points, and you can find one that best fits your needs. I recommend to students that are coming from abroad to stay in residence, at least for your first semester or two. It's very convenient, it's quite affordable, and it just makes it easier for you to adjust to your life in Canada. I think there's a lot that not only are you taking classes, but just getting used to life in Canada. There's a lot that you're going to need to do, and so you don't want to be overwhelmed, and staying in residence I think definitely can help with that because you don't have to worry about furniture. There's a lot of different options available, such as meal plans, that kind of thing. So I recommend doing that for at least your first semester or two till you get adjusted to Canada, and if you'd like to live off campus after that, go ahead. But we also have many international students who stay in residence until they graduate, just because it's a convenient option and affordable. So next is just about Regina itself. Regina is a small city, and although it's small, it has everything that one might need. People are friendly, the city is safe, and the cost of living is less than that of larger Canadian cities. The winters are cold, but they are dry and have many blue sky days. Most of the university campus is also connected through hallways and tunnels, which is nice during winter. And summers in Regina are also quite comfortable and can even get up to about 30 degrees. Again, there is plenty of sunshine throughout the year, and there's a lot of different things to do throughout the year, as you can see on the slide. The university itself is a medium-sized Canadian university, which I think allows for the best of both worlds. It's big enough to offer a wide variety of courses taught by excellent faculty, but small enough that you will never be just another number or get lost in the crowd. There are also a number of public transportation stops at the university, connecting it with the rest of the city. And of course, taxis and Uber are also available. So this is just a testimonial from one of our former exchange students. Jorge is from Mexico, and I'll give you a few moments just to read through his testimonial. Okay, so how to apply. You can start by submitting your online application, and this will create a file for you in our system, and it will automate some of the other steps. For example, you'll put in the contact information for your references. And once this is submitted, your referees will automatically receive an email indicating that they must complete a reference form for you. We must receive all official transcripts from any post-secondary institutions where credit was earned. We can also use official documents, unofficial documents for the review of your application. So when you start your application, you can scan in copies of your unofficial documents, and we can use those for review purposes. But to receive an official offer of admission, we will require that you have your formal, your official transcripts sent in to our institution. We also require proof of English language proficiency, and you can see the different tests that we accept on this slide. Now, if you're looking for an exemption for English language proficiency, what you would need to do is to visit whed.net/home.php and find your institution. And if it says on that site that English is the only language of instruction at your institution, then you are exempt from submitting an English language proficiency score. For GMAT, that is a requirement for some of our programs, and GMAT exemptions may be granted to students who have completed a 4-year business degree from an institution which has AACSB or EQUIS accreditation. And you would also need to have a cumulative GPA equivalent to 75% or higher. And for this assessment to be carried out, it can only be done once your application is submitted. And further to that, we do receive a high volume of applications, and so we are unable to pre-assess your eligibility for our programs. However, the admission requirements are mentioned in our website for each program. So to do that, please have a look, and I actually will quickly show you just so that it's clearly laid out there. So actually, I'll just go back to the URegina webpage. And so to look up information, you can just simply type Levene in the search box. That might be the easiest. And you can go there. And then you can look up programs. And in the left sidebar here, you will see a number of our programs. And if you click on them, it'll expand the list, and you'll see admission information, program outline, tuition information, and you can look through other programs that'll have similar sites with information. So I will go back to that. And finally, for transfer of credit, we can do an assessment, but again, this can only be completed after you've been admitted into our program. And for transfer credit assessment, we can award up to 9 credit hours or the equivalent of three courses. So to send in your official documents, if you're having your university send in your official transcripts, for example, this is the mailing address that they can be sent to. We also have live info sessions if you are able to attend. And so if you would like to attend, you can simply register on this website, and then you will receive further details as to like the meeting details. And we tend to have like a question and answer period at the end of each session. So, you know, you're welcome to ask questions at that time. But again, if you cannot attend and you would like to speak to me in person, you can email me, and you can also let me know that you'd like to have a video chat, and we can arrange a time to do that. So just some application process tips. I guess I've talked about this a little bit earlier, but when you're starting your application, if you want to send us if you have transcripts at home, we can use those. You can scan those in and upload them through your student portal, and then we can use those for review purposes. And in the meantime, you request your official transcripts to be sent from your university, and maybe a few weeks later, we will receive them. But in the meantime, we can review your application, get that started, and then once we have approved your application, we can verify with your official transcripts and give you an official offer of admission. Proxy on applications. So we are only allowed to give information regarding the status of an application to the applicant or the proxy listed on your application. We cannot give out any information to people who are not on the application. So if you are working with an agent, they must be listed as a proxy in order to receive info about your application status. If you're using an agent, please make sure that they clearly have their information stated on your application. In terms of your resume, you know, we should have detailed information on your CV demonstrating at least 2 years of relevant work experience. And in terms of your references, we cannot accept references that are coming from generic email addresses. So for example, Yahoo, Hotmail, Gmail. If that's the only email address that your reference has, then we will need you to download the reference form. And I can show you how to do that here too. So I'm just going to go down. And if we go to just our regular website there, and then again, go to graduate students, and then go to forms in the left sidebar, and you can look in admission forms here, and then you'll see confidential recommendation. And you'll have to download this form, and it will give you the instructions on there, and you can give this to your reference and they can follow the instructions and send it in. So go back to that. And finally, too, if you are currently in another program at a different institution, you must show us that you've withdrawn from that program, and so you will need to supply a withdrawal letter. So just to kind of recap, please check your student portal for updates. That is where all updates are going to go. Um, and so just frequently be opening up your student portal, make sure, yeah, if there's any updates to make sure that your email address is always current, make sure your contact information is current in there. If there's any updates on our end, they will be listed there. So, and then for application processing time can range anywhere from 2 weeks up to 2 months. So, and that's from when your application is complete within our system. And just another note is that sometimes when you send in documents, it can take a few days for us to receive them. And then not only that, but another few days to update them in the system. So if you don't see those documents appear right away, please just note that it can take time for everything to be uploaded and to be received within our system. So you don't necessarily have to email us if you don't see it right away, just because, yeah, it takes a bit of time. And so, yeah, if you can just be patient with that, then, but if it's gone on for a little while, then please feel free to contact us. And yeah, with that, you can complete your application and start it today. And as a reward for watching this video, you are now eligible to receive a $100 application fee waiver. To claim your waiver, all you need to do is to simply email me at michael.mckinley@uregina.ca. Let me know that you've watched this video, and I will give you further instructions on how to proceed. So again, this brings me to the end of our presentation, and thank you for listening. And we look forward to seeing you at the Levene School of Business. Have a great day.